Before I start, I want to say this. If you want to be a influencer trader, then you don't have to watch this video. If you want to be a flipping accounts trader, then you don't have to watch this video. Go and watch something else, because here we are not about that. Here we're looking for people who want to be sustainable when it comes to foreign exchange, people who want to pass prop firms account, people who want to go into a different life when it comes to foreign exchange. But if not, if basically you feel like you just watch, you want to learn a strategy and then see if it's aligns with how you actually live, and then continue watching this video, because you are not going to regret it. This is one of the secrets that are out there, but I don't know how people are missing this out. So first, let's come here on this whiteboard, right? So right here on the left hand side, we have what is called London Session, and then we have New York Session. Immediately when New York Session opens, right, you look at the highest level of London Session and the lowest level of London Session. Those are the two key points you're going to look at. As you can see on my screen here, I drew them, and there is a price here of which it's 28226.70, and then at the bottom is 26448.60, right? Those two numbers are very, very important. Why? Because you're going to use them. You're going to need them going forward, all right? So now let's remember one thing. Algorithms don't use cents when they are trading. They use round numbers. They use solid numbers, right? For example, if ever you want to go and buy bread, you cannot buy bread at a $13.30. No, you're going to buy bread at a $13.50 or $14 or $13 straight, right? So that's the main key thing here. You need to make sure that your numbers are always at 100 or at 50, right? So I'll draw my line here, and then I'll put it here, right, above my London session, and then I have to change, right? Remember, it says 28226. So for me, my coordinates have to say 228 22250, right? So this is my number. You need to make sure it's whether it's 050 or it's 100. This is NASDAQ US 100, right? This is NASDAQ US 100. Make sure that it's either 100 or 50. Nothing else, nothing more, right? So right now I have 282500. So I'll copy this, and then I'll put it on text here, right? There we go, right? So, right? So now we have our level. It's just that I squished this so bad. So I'll just have to, let me just fix it again. Let me copy this. Let me place this here. Bang. So now we have our level at the top, right? And then at the bottom again, right? At the bottom, we're going to do the same thing at the bottom, all right? We're going to take this number, right? So we're going to subtract the 48.6. We're going to leave 26400, right? We're going to leave 26400. I'm going to leave 26400. Bang. So now you have these two levels that are very, very important, above and below your London high and your London low. Those are the main key important levels, right? So you're going to enter at the top of, you're going to enter at that level on the higher side of London session, right? So let me just zoom in a little bit. It feels like I squeezed it too much here, but yeah. So now, because now I have an entry point, right? This is my entry point. Where does my stop loss needs to be? We're going to copy again. Now we're going to go, because now we started at 250. Now we have to be on 300. That's where our stop loss needs to be, right? That's where our stop loss needs to be. So we're going to have a stop loss here, right? And then now we're going to have a take profit. Take profit is going to be 1:2. It's going to be 1:2 of your entry, right? So the market has to push higher and trigger that level. The reason why it didn't trigger the level during a London session, that's the main key level. Most people say it's a liquidity sweep on a London session. It sweeps the liquidity and then come back. No, that's not how it is. It's basically looking for the round numbers above that London session tried to reach, but it didn't reach. Now they are looking for that demand price so that it can drop. Or it's at the London low, it looks for that demand price, that supply price at the low that London didn't reach. It's a price here. London came here, right? Push above. Now it's going to look for that price so that it can tap it and then push high, right? So that's basically more of what's happening. Same thing when it comes to the buy side, right? At the top there, we were selling. Same thing that happens on the buy side. We have an entry level here, right? That's where we enter. Our entry here. I didn't change this price here. It's supposed to be 400 straight. Right? And then you're going to copy this. And then you're going to bring it down a little bit. And then you're going to be, it's going to be 350. And then we're going to copy it. And then we're going to put it here. Then we're going to save it. So now you stop losses here. And then your take profit is 1:2, right? So that will be your take profit. Like it or not, when the market come and sweep, they say it sweeps liquidity, right? It doesn't sweep liquidity. It's basically fetching the round number that has been left behind because the market used the round numbers. The algorithm used round numbers to be able to give you price. Do you understand what I'm saying? It uses round numbers. By the way, once it hits this level, it's going to shoot up. It might happen that it shoots up and hit to take profit and then moves away, or it might moves away. But because you have a stop loss there, it's going to stop you from losing. This is not a 100% win strategy that you're going to win every single day. We know for a fact that there are times whereby you try to grab your liquidity and then the market only to find out that the market continue in that direction. But the main key thing here is that you need to be able to identify these levels and then try to look them very, very careful. You might filter them based on invasion fair value gaps, or you might try get SMTs on them, or you might try and get something else so that you don't trade every time it touches this level, and it will help you to avoid some of the trades. But most of the time, I think about 50% of the time, the market will try these levels. I kid you not. 50% of the time, the market will try this level. And if you take all 50% of the trades and then they go to profit, and then you're going to become a profitable trader. But anyways, let me show you a real example of this when it comes to charts. So as you can see over here, this is London here. Then this is where the market opened, right? This is where the market opened. And then what are we looking for? The high level. This is the high level. This is basically the high level. This is the lower level of a London session. So what happened here? The market touched and then moved 1:2. Or if you didn't get that one, touch here and moved 1:2, right? But as you can see over here, you can hold it going forward to that London session high. It's okay, but I'm not advising that. I am not advising that, right? As you can see here, it almost touches the level and then move 1:2. Unfortunately, it didn't, all right? So as you can see, here's another example. This is our London low, right? And then here's the level below. Then this is where you touch and then you move your 1:2, right? Your stop loss will be the level below here. Move your 1:2. But you can try and grab this as you take profit. But I'm not advising that, or try and go for the level over here as you take profit. But I do not advise that, simply because there are times whereby you change direction and then you might have to wait a couple of trades to be able to hit that take profit. But 1:2, basically, it's easier to hit, right? It's easier to hit 1:2 multiple times before you could even hit the stop loss, all right? But all I'm saying is, guys, go and test it out. Go and try it. Put your round number level, or put your round number at the top, and try to get that level. And then you will see that most of the time, this is the level that some traders call it as a liquid sweep, only to find out that is not actually a liquid sweep. It's actually trying to get that round number before it goes in a different direction. Someone would have said, okay, this is a liquidity area. And as you can see, this is the level that the market touches, and then it moves down like this, right? So these are the things that you always need to be aware of, instead of just blindly thinking this is what's happening. These are the things that you need to check. But I will try, guys, to upload as many videos as I can. And this week we will also be trading this, and then we will show results of what's happening. But other than that, guys, thank you guys for watching. I will see you on our next video. And yeah, if you watch this on Facebook, go to my YouTube channel. There are videos there. If you watch this on TikTok, basically go on my YouTube channel and you'll find it there. The YouTube channel, it's called Peeps Portal, same as Instagram, Facebook, and WhatsApp. But other than that, guys, I hope this video helps. It opens a light into your trading, and you'll be able to now um, trade more advancedly. And there's another way, probably maybe you might not think of. Let me just show you, right? Let's say, for example, it goes and grab that liquid area, right? You can have an order block here, right? You can have an order block here and wait for the market to break above this order block, retest it, and then you enter on the retest your stop loss at this low over here, and then you take profit at this high over here. I understand. This is another way of you entering the trade. But I said, we are going to trade it next week. And please, if you try it and you end your month, try this for 30 days. I beg you, try this for 30 days. And if you end 30 days in profit, you owe me a coffee. A simple coffee. Coffee is like 20 Rand or something like that. A coffee is just simply 20 Rand. Get yourself a demo account. Don't trade with your money. Don't trade with your prop firm account. Don't do it. Get yourself a demo account, trade it for 30 days, and then come back to me with the results. And then once you get the result, once you have the results, when you come back to me, come to me with the results, and then say, hi, handsome, I owe you a coffee. Here are my results. I am blue for the rest of my month. I am blue. And my PNL is good in the month of April. So I owe you a coffee. How can I buy you a coffee? A coffee is $2, $20, 20 Rand. Buy me a coffee. Then you will realize that this is one of the most effective trading strategy that you will find out there. But other than that, I'm not saying past results are the same as future results, but you will actually enjoy trading this strategy. But other than that, guys, thank you for watching. I will see you on our next video. Cheers.